Welcome to the Supercast. I'm your host, Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. After nearly 6 months of silence, there is once again music filtering out into the halls of Mountain Ridge High School. That music is coming from the Masked Singers, otherwise known as the Mountain Ridge Madrigals. I had the pleasure of visiting music teacher Kelly DeHaan's classroom, where the Madrigals were rehearsing, all of them wearing masks and eager to share their passion about music and being Sentinel Strong so they can stay in school.
Okay, take out the national anthem. Okay, let's keep it that quick. Ready? 1 and 2. Nice. Put your music to your side if you're done. Dr. Godfrey is here. Alex, are you okay?
I don't know, I feel pressure to sing Yes I Am.
Sing it.
Yes I am. I don't know. It's very intimidating being with this group. I would love to have your talents and abilities, or at least your instructor at the very least.
Thanks.
Is this Madrigals?
This is our Madrigal Choir, the most elite choir at the school.
The Madrigal Choir, wow. Did you have to try out for this choir?
Oh yes.
And so was that a virtual tryout in the spring?
No, we did. We had actual auditions just before COVID happened. Right,
Wow.
with this class we did. Yeah, we got done.
Oh, so the tryouts were in March.
Yes.
Wow, very early. So your path was forged very early in your junior year. That's fantastic. So do you work on stuff over the summer, or do you just kick right in when the school year starts?
Usually we do summer activities, and this year I didn't feel safe doing so, and so we had our first time singing together on Monday.
How did it feel? Anybody raise your hand? Tell me how it felt.
I miss this class so much. I miss being able to sing with other people, not something that I couldn't do during the restrictions. But now that we're all together as a group, I feel like we can finally, bring back the Sentinel Strong spirit and be able to start singing to all the people out there and spread a message of joy.
Right here.
Hallelujah!
All right. That seems to sum up how you feel. Being together is one thing, singing together is another, I would think.
Yes.
We're going to step outside and interview a few students from Mr. DeHaan's Madrigals class. Is that what I call it?
Yeah,
or was
Madrigals.
Is it high Madrigals or turbo Madrigals or
Oh yeah, elite.
elite Madrigals?
The most.
The super Madrigals are here with me, and tell me your names.
I'm Alex.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Savannah.
Alex, Chelsea, and Savannah. How does it feel to be back in class, particularly this class?
It is wonderful. I think I missed singing is something you can't really replicate online. That's something I really missed, along with just being with all my classmates.
Particularly to this class, I find it very relieving to be back in the classroom with the energy that Kelly DeHaan brings to it, and knowing that we worked hard for the place that we're at, especially us second years, and it feels really glad to have that gratification back into our lives and just feeling fulfilled.
Yeah, I feel complete and whole again. I felt so empty without having to, express myself through song, and coming to this class, it's just a whole different experience. It's almost like it takes you away from the stresses of school and you just let it all out. And the people are amazing. We're all really great friends. We all love each other. We all support each other so much, and it's just so fun to be around people that I know that like me, and I like them.
Well, it's kind of comfort because you've all sung together before. For you to be in Madrigals, you've had some previous experience, and you tried out for that. How does it feel different from other choir classes that you've had in the past, now that we have these precautions in place as well?
The mask. I got to say, it is a really big deal that we are not sitting exactly next to each other. We can't hear each other anymore. It is very individual, so it's a lot more work that we have to make sure we have our part, because we don't know what it sounds like anymore. We have to trust in our own skills that we know that we're singing the right parts, and we have to trust in Kelly that he is directing us in the right way.
So even though you are together in the same space and it feels great to be back together, you're still a little bit more isolated than you normally would be.
Absolutely.
Adding on to that, it's really hard because the masks, you can really only hear yourself. You can't really hear other people, and it's really hard to, suck in as much air as you can because you're basically breathing in a mask. And sometimes it gets right into your mouth and you're like, and it's really hard to tell when you're projecting and if you're projecting enough. So if we're performing in the gym or in the auditorium, sometimes we practice quieter because we're in masks and we can hear ourselves really well, that it doesn't come off as loud as it would in an open space.
I see. So you're not going to wear a mask after you don't have to when you're singing, is what I'm gathering.
Oh, absolutely. The second that they say masks are done, you bet this is gone.
But I heard a student in class say he'd do just about anything in terms of procedures in order to be back.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
I definitely, so what we are hoping for 2021 is that some restrictions may be lifted. If that means I have to wear my mask, or even that means we go online for a little bit of time, I will take that sacrifice if that means I get to sing with my choir again.
Mr. DeHaan compared the having mask on to a cross-country athlete that was wearing weights on his shoes, and he walked around, and then when he took them off for his race, he was able to run a lot faster. So I think we're learning different ways, and once we do take those off, we'll be better singers and better have different perspective on things.
Yes, believe me, my diction and projection has amplified tenfold.
And breathing also, because you have to take in extra air just to make sure you have enough.
Well, I think that's true even when we're talking. I think we'll be shouting at each other for a while after these masks come off, and our personal space is going to be really big compared with what it's been because we're so used to distancing.
I mean, I'm not complaining about the personal circle thing, but
Is it what you expected, or is it different from what you were anticipating?
I've been really impressed with everybody. All the administration was really planned out well. You can tell there's a lot of procedures that they're following. Each of the teachers knows exactly what they're doing and what they have to do, and students have been awesome with wearing masks, which we were surprised about. But everybody's just on board and is seeing this as a link to getting one step closer and being in school.
That's what I really love about this school, is I feel like everybody's so passionate about being here that they will do anything in their possible, way to be here. And I'm really amazed how respectful they are. And with the teachers, they're amazing. They're very kind to saying, hey, please put up your masks because I want to be here with you. The teachers want to be there with us as much as we want to be with them.
I am also liking the added unity that this has brought upon our school. Before, it was a whole bunch of, our first year, a whole bunch of schools coming together trying to be one. I think with this, it's this added, we're Mountain Ridge and we're going to stay, and we want to stay here. We choose to be here right now.
And that goes along with Sentinel Strong. I truly, very, very passionately believe in Sentinel Strong because I feel like every kid here has that part of them inside of them, and they all just are strong as people. And so I just think that's amazing.
So it's not just being back that's unifying, it's doing whatever it takes to stay back that's unifying. Great. Well, it's really fun being in a class. It's really fun seeing you guys. Let's head back in and do a little more singing.
Awesome.
Or you guys can do a little more singing.
Okay, we won't do the solos at the beginning. We'll do. We'll just do all the men and all the women to help us. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. There is a place on the mountain ridge, a sentinel standing true.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, hear more music from the Madrigals and find out what they are doing to stay safe while learning and doing what they love.
Are you looking for a job right now? Looking to work in a fun and supportive environment with great pay and a rewarding career? Jordan School District is hiring. We're currently filling full and part-time positions. You can work and make a difference in young lives and education as a classroom assistant or a substitute teacher. Apply to work in one of our school cafeterias, where our lunch staff serves up big smiles with great food every day. We're also looking to hire custodians and bus drivers. In Jordan School District, we like to say, people come for the job and enjoy the adventure. Apply today at workatjordan.org.
There is a place on the mountain ridge, a sentinel standing true. Good. So, Adam, why do you think I extended the lines from the original? Why do you think I lengthened out? As a musician, why do you think I did that?
It gives you like a little time to reflect on what's been said.
Amen, brother, yes. For me, it creates the vista of the mountains and a sentinel standing there, right? It gives us time to kind of take in the image of it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
I wrote this song for our school, and I'm really proud of it.
I think I'm one of the first people who got to hear it.
I think you were.
I think you performed it for us.
This is our school anthem, and it means a lot to me. I came into the room when the school was still under construction, and it's so beautiful, and the acoustics in here are so perfect, and the song just kind of wrote itself.
Did you realize that you don't just have a teacher, you have an artist in residence?
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Yes, you do.
Oh, they know. Because I tell them all the time how good I am.
I'll back you up on that. I'll back you up on that.
Thank you. What would you like to do?
Can we hear that song? Can we hear it?
Okay.
Did you guys already do it?
They're sight reading, a lot of them, and some of them know. Okay, yeah, stand up. Yeah. Let's go. We can do it. Okay, we won't do the solos at the beginning. We'll just do all the men and all the women to help us. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. There is a place on the mountain ridge, a sentinel standing true.
All right, Nathan, are you a junior or a senior?
I'm a senior this year.
All right, Nathan is in the Madrigals class we're visiting today. Nathan, you said something in class that I thought was remarkable. You'd do pretty much anything to be here.
Yep, I would volunteer to follow 12 more policies if it meant being able to be here and sing. I will admit I was concerned about singing in masks, but we're making it work. It may not be ideal, but I'm so grateful to be here and we're singing safely.
Now that you're back at school, is it what you expected or not?
Some of both. I mean, we went in knowing we'd have to wear masks and there would be social distancing to the extent possible and we'd be cleaning, so that part I expected, but what I did not expect was all of the positivity where normally people aren't willing to be in school, but everybody I've talked to is 100% willing to be back in school because we've missed it so much.
So there's not just a pent-up desire to be at school, but there's a pent-up desire to do whatever it takes to stay in school.
Exactly, yeah.
What did you miss most about being at school?
I missed all of the social relationships, from being in choir, from being in the lunchroom. School kind of revolves around being with people, so being stuck at home for 6 months was really hard for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people.
You've only just started back. Does it already feel easier to learn in person than it did online?
Infinitely. Being in person with a real teacher that can give you face-to-face feedback, you can feed off your classmates. Technology is great, but it's something that you just can't fully replicate.
Well, here's to a great year. Thanks for talking with me, Nathan.
Thank you.
Boys, many waters.
Madrigals is the type of class that was considered a special class with some additional potential risk because of the singing and exhaling and all of that. and you have taken some very thoughtful, deliberate precautions. Can you walk us through those?
Sure. As the students come in, we take their temperatures and we ask them if they have any symptoms, and I show them a symptom chart. And if they answer that they don't have any symptoms and they pass the temperature test, then they can come into their pre-assigned seating that has been socially distanced for them. I've put pictures of all the students that share those chairs on the chairs so the students feel, so they know, so we can trace if there's any problems at all. We know exactly where they were sitting on that day. We keep a record of all of our seating charts. And then the students wear their masks always while they're singing. And they stay socially distanced like this for the whole rehearsal. They have assigned slots for their music to go into that keeps everything safe and neat. So we don't have to sanitize their music each time. And then at the end of class, my student teacher and I go through and we sanitize each chair that has come in contact with people.
Well, it's working great, and talking with students in the class, anything you have to do is worth it to give them the chance to be.
We all feel that way.
Students back.
It's everything. It's everything. I didn't realize as an educator how much of my perception and happiness was dependent on being able to reach out to kids, and especially through music. And now that they're back, I feel like I'm back. Isn't that strange? I feel like I've been a little bit vacant and in a hazy Netflixy world, and now that I have these kids back, it's like my life is back. I'm so happy.
That's the sentiment I'm hearing everywhere I go, and I guess I'd ask, is it what you expected? Is it different from what you expected?
It's better than I could have ever expected, and it's harder than I knew it would be. It's hard. It's worth every second.
There are still obstacles, aren't there, even though we're back together?
So many. We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
It'll get better and better, and when those obstacles are gone, it'll be like we're walking 3 inches off of the
it's going to be so great to get rid of these nasty masks, but we'll keep doing it.
Congratulations on being back together and having this experience. I hope you enjoy it and I know you're going to enjoy it. Make the most of it and have a great year. Enjoy. Thanks for letting me stop. Thank you for joining us for the 50th episode of the Supercast. Remember, education is the most important thing you'll do today. We'll see you out there.